Welcome to the pre-workshop, the introduction to Linux. The purpose of this workshop is to learn the basic command of Linux as a preparation for the ROS Workshop. Hence, it will help to understand and shortcut the ROS Workshop in a faster pace. Those who have knowledge on Linux language, it will act as a revise for everyone. For those who are new to Linux, this will be the foundation of Linux for you. Let's start the workshop of today. Basically, Linux is an operating system. It is just like a common operating system such as Windows, Mac OS, and iOS. It is a software that manages all the hardware resources that associate with your laptop. It will also manage the communication between the software and hardware. For example, the laptop that we use every day, it will consist of monitor, speaker, printer, CPU, USB, as well as other input-output system. Every interconnection between all these devices, there is a communicator within them, and it will need a system to control or command all these functions to work for us. It's as simple as that. So, what is distributions? For Linux, it has a different version for us to choose. From new user to advanced user, there are suitable versions for them in terms of functionality. Hence, it makes a difference to the distribution. All these distributions are accessible. Most of them are free, and it can be downloaded for everyone to use. So these are the example platform that Linux distribution commonly come across. Ubuntu, Debian, Linux Mint, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Gentoo. I will not touch so much on that, and I will move on to the open source. So what is open source? Open source refers to the computer, software, or application where the owner or copyright holder allow the user or third party to see, use, and provide the permission to modify the source code of the product. It means that the source code of this system can be found online, and it is editable for everyone. For your information, the closed operating system is just like Windows, iOS, and Mac OS. So it refers to a computer software which the source code is closed, which the public is not given the access to the source code. So Linux distributed under the open source license. It is referring to the probability of the freedom to change the service provider or switch provider in order to meet the cost and compliances constraint. Example, like it can read and write by the CPP or the Python. It will provide a platform where computing environment that employ both local or public cloud resources to enable flexible data, application mobility, and operation agility across the hardware components. It also talk about the innovation that improve the quality of the software, which are being shared involving a group of people coming together to share ideas, struggle, and resources for further collaboration. By taking the advantage of all these analytical advancement to something faster and easier. Lastly, the information and innovation moving freely is allowing them to become a open source community while expressing their energy, creative energy and thoughts. So at this juncture, I'm going to introduce the deconstruct sim, as well as using the deconstruct sim as a platform for the ROS Workshop. The construct sim is a platform for user to do hands-on robotic experience, as well as the robotic simulation. Do everything online, and so there is no ROS installation required to get things done. It has a large community for ROS development and networking, as well as learning purposes. And the good things are, it is free for basic implementation. Of course, you have to pay for the advanced usage. So you just simply create an account in this website. So after you create an account, and you will see this over here, and you just basically we're not using this, and you can expand this and to have a better view. So from now onwards, I'm going to share about the basic command, and they call it the command interface line, CLI. So the first one is PWD. So for PWD is to check the current path of your current directory. Like, okay, so for example, I give you a scenario. So right now we at this user, and user, okay, so you type in PWD, and you see you currently at home user. So right now I add this user file, and I list down all the folder I have. So right now, if let's say I want to go inside the directory or go inside the folder, so normally we just double click on the icon, then we'll go inside the folder already. But right now we have to type in CD. CD means change directory. So I change directory to the cat_kin_ws. So I change directory to this folder, I enter. There's no error show. So that means I go inside already. So how to prove that? How to see? So you pwd. So I show that I am inside this cat_kin_ws. So right now I want to make a new folder. So before that, we see what's inside this folder first. Yeah, it's this 3 folder. For your info, you can right now you can click here. You see under this kin, there's this 3 folder. So right now I want to make a new folder. So how do I make? So I type in mkdir. So mkdir means make directory. So right now I want to create a folder. I make mkdir and I call it a new one. And I list, yeah, see the new one already created. So I create one more, mkdir new 2. So you also these 2 folders have been created by me. So just now the one I create is folder. What if I want to create a file? So usually in our normal Windows, we just right click new folder, new text file, text document. But over here, we use mkdir to make a new folder, and we use touch to make a new text document. So I want to create a text document. I could use touch a new file. I give a name called new file.txt. So I enter. So there is no error. So for this txt, for information, txt means a text file. .py is a Python file. C++ is a CPP is a C++ file, and HTML is a web page. So right now I already created a text file. As you can see from here, the text file over here, new file.txt. So if let's say I want to go inside the file, so I vi new file.txt. So I will go inside this folder. You'll see this interface. So if let's say I want to edit, so I press a I. From the keyboard, I press a I, then I can edit whatever it is, whatever you want. So right now I want to write a sentence. I love ROS Workshop. Okay, full stop. And then right now I want to save the file. So I save this. I have to press the :W Q. W is to save. Q is to quit. So I enter. Then I will back to this. Over here, you can see from here. If let's say I double click a new file, so this is whatever I write what I wrote just now. So I close it. Yeah. For your information, if let's say I want to edit from here, also same. Yes. I do. Then I Control S. Save. So yeah. So if let's say I visualize the file again, .txt. So you see the changes that I made just now. So I quit. Right now we add the cat_ws and we have created a 2 folder and 1 text file. So right now I want to move this text file inside the new one. So what we do is mv new file.txt. This is our target file we want to move inside the folder. So we move the name of the file and the name of the folder, and we enter. So you see the folder already, the file already go inside the folder. So right now we change directory to new one. We can see ls, you can see the file, the text file already inside. So let's say I want to create a new text file again. So what can I do? Can I type in cp? Cp means copy. So I copy a file .txt and I'll call it a new file one.txt. And then ILS, you'll see this new file one already created by me. And I also can visualize the file. It is the same thing over here. So I quit. Then right now we have these 2 files. So from here you can see these two files have been created by me. So if let's say I want to move the file, the text file to the other folder again. So I mv new file one.txt to cat kin underscore ws new 2. So as you can see, the file will be created already moved to the new 2. So I prove to you as cd dot dot. Cd dot is to go back to 1 level up, which is to go back to the folder before this directory. And then you ls, then you cd new 2, and you ls. This file already moved to here. Now let's say I create a file name called folder and ILS-LA. And this blue color is a folder and this white color is a text file. How do we know? You can see this over here. This D is a directory and dash is a file. I will not touch so much on that. I won't explain so detail about it. So right now we add in this current directory, where we add home user kitkin underscore ws new 2. So we list down all the folder and file inside. And we have these 2. And right now I want to remove it because I create an extra one, so I want to remove. So I have to key in rm. Rm stands for remove. Remove new file one.txt. And you will remove. So left with this folder. So we remove folder. Right? It prompts us cannot remove folder because it's a directory. So if let's say we want to remove directory, we have to rm-r remove folder. And then as you can see, there's no directory anymore. And you can check from here. There is nothing over here. So right now, I'm going to talk about sudo. Sudo command is allow you to run a program with a security privilege, meaning you are a super user, you have a certain permission to do. So if let's say I right now at this current directory, and I list down all the folder that I have, and I cd inside this folder called etc, and I list down I have everything. And Right now, I want to make a folder inside this file. I want to make a folder inside this directory, and I call it a. You see, we don't have the permission. Permission denied. Cannot create directory. So right now we give a command called sudo mkdir. So right now we are a super user. So we do make mkdir a. We give a folder, name it as a, and we enter. Right now we already have no error. So we list out again. And then we scroll up to check. Do we have that? As you can see from here, we already created the a. So I clear. This is the example of sudo.